Jeez, hold up. Ah, I hate how bright that has to be in the morning. How is everybody doing on this fine feathered Tuesday? I am chilling personally, and I am excited personally for us to go personally build a deck for personally Saga. So a lot going on here today. We're going to do Saga, of course. We've got a cool new build I think you all are really going to cream over. But we've also got this Jaxel video that's 21 minutes. And I kind of want to do the Jaxel video before Saga. But I don't know if I have the ability to do that. What do you think? Let's do the Jaxel video. New Jaxel video PogChamp, new Jaxel video PogChamp. Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. Now remember, this video went up on the Curry Bandits YouTube channel. We are not just watching the video here. We are clicking the link. We are liking the video. We are subscribing, and we are commenting gaming. I don't know. We'll do something.
Monster Mayhem releases on June 13th. I'm running out of unique sentences I can put into an intro paragraph because every single set is exactly the same. So instead, I'm going to take this time I have with you to ask you to subscribe. Look, the thing even lit up when I said subscribe. Doesn't that make you want to do it?
It actually didn't for me.
But I'm pretty close to 8,000 subs, and my goal for the year is 10,000, so, I mean, in all seriousness, I gotta get a move on. Also, and this is true, can I borrow some money? Here's everything you need to know. Gem Knight Nepyrim can search a Gem Knight card on summon, but halves effect damage for the turn, type 3 extra normals a Gem Hyphen, and if it's sent from hand or deck to graveyard, can pitch a card to reborn itself. Hollow Core milks a Gem Knight Vanilla or Gem Knight Fusion to summon himself, and when your opponent activates a card or effect while you control a Gem Knight Fusion, he can banish himself and 2 other Gem Knight cards to negate it. Gem Knight Dispersion is 2 different Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It either searches a Gem Hyphen monster, then halves damage, or Fusion summons a Gem Knight the old-fashioned way, but that would be stupid, so if you have Gem Knight Fusion engraved, it can use 2 non-rock Gem Knights from deck. Those are both an effect that you can apply when you activate the card from your hand, but they have separate once per turn, so it's literally just 2 different cards. I can't believe that.
Why'd they make the card like this? That's so annoying. What?
They got away with printing 5 Gem Knight cards instead of 4. And Gem Knight Master Diamond Dispersion is a fusion of 3 Gem Hyphens that can tag out into 3 non-rock Gem Knight fusions, but locks you to fusions, and comes back when one of them is destroyed by battle. A lot of good ideas here that give Gem Knight a little more material to work with than before while insulating their plays with Hollow Core. On his own, Hollow Core gives the deck a real free extender without a requirement like Brilliant Rose, making Nepyrim and Armadillo 1-card starters for Phantom Quartz. And his cost can be used to get a specific type of Knight engraved to fuse with later, or more commonly to get Fusion in rotation to add back with its effect multiple times over the course of a turn. And
it's actually criminal that these cards are not available for Europeans. To see Vlad playing these cards would do my heart such good, and instead, we will not see any of that.
Once in grave, his Omni Negate is both a protective element against Nibiru and a great interruption as part of your board, similar to Rika Princess. Nepyrim is a good normal summon that even works alongside Armadillo since you can filter her Gem Knight search through Dispersion to get.
They got to fix this, by the way. Why is it called Nepyrim? Okay, so Shadow Construct's real name is Shadow Nephilim, and that's Construct, clearly. But they can't really make Nephilim a card name, so it's Nepyrim. I don't know how they're going to translate it.
To Armadillo and use her extra normal on him to get another body before getting Hollow Core. But she's also a good combo piece for later in the turn since Dispersion can mill her from deck as half of a Seraphonite, allowing her to bring herself back to be half of a rank 4. But that effect also allows her to be milled from deck to start combos with cards like Foolish Burial and Vingolf's Blessing, a card that I'm being told exists.
Okay, no, don't talk shit on Vingolf's Blessing. I think I pulled this in the episode of Roulette with the Counter Fairy deck. Or maybe it was like the Valmonica one. Either way, it sucks.
In the same vein, Dispersion being 2 Yu-Gi-Oh cards means it can also be used for multiple purposes during the same combo. Being
I lost by a
with
lot.
Pyram to either start your combo or get you to the extra body for Phantom Quartz, and then also being a good search for Phantom Quartz, since if you've even so much as attempted to activate Hollow Core, Dispersion becomes Branded Fusion. But that all leads to a very unusual hole in this deck's support. The fusions still don't really do anything.
Yeah, that's kind of bleak, right? Like, there's the one fusion that's good, but most of them are this.
Seraphinite is like a fine way to extend with whatever extra names in hand you might have, like one that you added back with Quartz after using it as material. But for a card like Master Diamond Dispersion, you'd sort of hope there'd be, I don't know, maybe a disruption in there somewhere. Lady Rose Diamond is sort of Detonator, but only on your own turn. Great. Enough effects in this wave have your damage that Lady Lapis Lazuli is hitting like a wet noodle, so genuinely the best you can do turn 1 is summon Aquamarine to link off with Masquerena
Oh.
to add an extra bounce to the same chain as SP. Summoning 2 more Stooges to sit there and wait for turn 3 to start helping at least makes it a little more difficult to turn off Hollow Core and Grave, and thankfully this effect is the only one that locks you, so you can hold it off to the end of the turn and spend most of your bodies on board slop like Mask, Moon, and rank 4s.
Board slop is what we're calling this?
2 Orcust monsters, so to make sure that we're all on the same page the whole time, I am going to hold this copy of Babel on screen until I am done reading the cards. Galatea Eye is a link one of any Orcust or Women Lover that can only be link summoned once per turn, can't be made into Ding or Typhon, can pitch a card to search a World Legacy monster or the motherfucking field spell, baby, back on the menu, and can banish another Orcust from grave to revive herself. And Little Girsu, the Orcust Mech Knight, requires an Orcust link, can add back a banished Orcust or World Legacy, then return a card from hand to deck to steal an opponent's monster. And during the turn it was sent from the EMZ to the grave, you can banish it to send a card on field. These 2 cards have vastly expanded Orcust options for setting up a board, turning even more cards into starters and letting you utilize new end board pieces. iRobot can be summoned with any World Legacy like Girsu's tokens, or any Orcust from Harp to Symbol to Bombard, making all of them some sort of starter for the deck. But most importantly, making Girsu even stronger as a starter. Now even if its mill is negated, you can still make a token into Kizuna Eye, search Babel, then make Galatea, and banish Girsu to Reborn Eye so that Galatea can set Crescendo. And even if it's fully impermed, Girsu can still be made into Eye, who can instead of Babel search World Crown, a Crusadia style extender that smooths over a great number of lines as the second material for Galatea. In lines that don't need to link him off, World Crown can hang out on the end board as a negate for extra deck monsters, but if he does end up in the grave, you have the option to make use of both of Eye's ignition effects, becoming quick by bringing her back during your opponent's turn, then pitching a card to add back Crown, followed by Nightmare milling World Wand, whose secret effect will trigger to summon Crown from hand. So Crown can consistently be part of your board if you so desire, but so too can Crescendo, which doesn't always have to compete with Babel as your Galatea search anymore. And of course, the biggest addition to your board is Enlil Girsu, whose steal becomes quick under Babel, meaning that he can, over the course of your turn and your opponent's, add back 2 cards for follow-up, steal back the World Legacy token you gave your opponent to make Masquerena with, and steal an opponent's monster before being sent to the grave either by Mask or Sirius, so that he can also quickly banish himself for another non-targeting send. Having to be sent from the EMZ specifically made him a little worse in the OCG, where you'd often want to make him underneath an Apollo, which became possible due to Eye giving you far more room to play before being dark-locked, but Abao on the other hand can be made early and then clear itself out of the EMZ, so that Little G can take that spot for himself. This line also makes good use of the extra room you have before being locked by using the Fiendsmith engine as a way to get fiends, but Enlil also helps in lines where you get locked as early as possible, like with Foolish, or worst of all, with Foolish Burial Goods. Since Crescendo locks you to Dark Machines, there used to be slim pickings for interruptions you could build towards with no access to Mask, and you're presumably one of Counter Trap banished permanently. With Enlil, you not only have a great boss monster under the Dark Machine lock, you also get to add back the banished Crescendo to set to your field. In the OCG, this support made Orcust viable enough to briefly hold the top spot after Malice and Ryziel had been hit and were awaiting support in Allen.
One of the very few times I envy the OCG.
The thinking man's memento, if you will. But as Malice re-entered the format, it kinda struggled to stay relevant as the second best deck that loses to Lancia. Jurok Megalo is a level 1 fire that...
That's all he's saying about it? That's rough. The line explanation was really good, but yeah, the truth of the matter is, despite the fact that all of those lines seem really crazy, are they that much crazier than an uninterrupted Malice board? No, not at all.
that just missed the boat, can summon itself if you control a dino, can pitch up to 2 cards including a Jurok to draw that many cards, and when it's destroyed can mill a Jurok from deck or extra. Jurok Stego can pop a card you control to mill a dino, and summon Juroks from deck whose levels add up to that monster's, but locks you to dinos. And when it's killed in battle, they have bounce. Jurok Volcano can pop a dino you control to summon a Jurok from deck, protects a Jurok once each turn by banishing a dino, and when your opponent special summons after activating 4 or more monster effects this turn, you can summon Jurok Meteor. And Jurok Astro is a level 10 synchro that needs
a quality
dino,
jaxel
sets a
bit.
Jurok spell trap on summon not once per turn, can negate a special summon by banishing 2 dinos from grave soft once per turn, and can quick effect banish itself and another Jurok from grave to summon Meteor still not once per turn. So the good news is you don't actually have to read any of the Juroks you haven't thought about in over a decade, possibly ever, because those aren't going to matter. What you do gotta do is reread Aolo, which you've done before but then forgot about because it didn't do anything. Now with Stego, you can have him pop himself and mill Misk to summon 2 copies of each of your level 1 tuners, and use both Aolos to reborn that same Stego twice to climb through Velfido into Astro, who on his own represents 3 disruptions. On summon, he can set either Impact to full board wipe, or Volcano, which can summon Meteor midway through your opponent's combo to also board wipe. Its effect on
This is cool, provided your opponent doesn't have anything that resists a board wipe.
Field is good for keeping things like SP and Detonator from hitting the board before their effects make them difficult to deal with, and after Volcano or Impact wipes Astro off your own field, his effect in Grave can at will fire off yet another board wipe. Since none of these effects are hard once per turn, you can end on multiple Astro to negate 2 summons, set both Volcano and Impact, and then have 2 more chances to sling Meteors with your Astros in Grave, possibly even 3 if you milled a 3rd Astro with Megalo effect. But there's some issues with that. Setting both Jurok back row sounds cool until you realize that whichever one you use first will destroy the other. Volcano.
Oh, right. I don't know why I never I was like, oh yeah, right.
Can only protect the Jurok monsters you control, but you don't want to protect Astro. You want him to hit the grave. It can't even protect the other dinos you may have built your board with, like UCT. While we're on the topic, Stego locking you to dinos presents its own problems, like not being able to summon the dragon type of Volzars. So even though
why are the Volzars dragons?
Stego is a 1-card combo, the board he's able to put up is extremely one-note with just the worst type of negate, and then no other options outside the nuclear option over and over and over. So maybe the best idea
when all you've got is a hammer
is to just play this package as something to do midway through a dino combo by summoning Stego with a baby after you've already gone through your non-dinos, but even still, nuking your own board and only leaving an Aolo or a Meteorus as follow-up is pretty detrimental to your ability to kill on turn 3. And you'll be playing a metric crap ton of bricks like Megalo, who doesn't do anything. His effect reads, "We are sorry you have to play so many copies of this card, here is some pity fake value." So what can we maybe scrape from this batch of support? Well, Astro is not a terrible level 10 to make with Meteorus and Ovi, so playing him with 1 Impact in main and 1 Meteor in extra is a fair enough option. No Punk Rising Scales can summon itself by banishing a Punk from grave, can pay 6 on summon to either search or summon a non-level 8 Punk from deck or grave. When your opponent's monster with 25 or more activates its effect, she can book it. And Punk Jam is a generic rank 8 that you can slap on top of a Punk
Damn, I
Fusion
love
or
this
Synchro,
card.
can pay
I love
6 and
these
detach
cards.
material to draw a card, and if there's a level 3 Psychic in grave, can detach to negate a monster effect and destroy it. These cards shake up Punk's lines a bit, not completely reinventing the deck, but giving them more reliable setups. Scales is an imperfect replacement for the role of Foxy Tune. Needing to banish a name from grave means you need to either lead with Ogre to answer Foxy Tune for Xiamin, or make Xiamin into Almirage to get her on board. But the benefit of using her over Foxy to summon Sharakusai is the extra body on board and not needing a discard. An important advantage for a deck whose most relevant distinction is mainlining an in-engine Pot of Greed. So you have better ways to maintain cards in hand and play through disruption, and alongside Fever you can even insulate your plays early before getting to 5 summons or activating Carp. Since you can add to hand instead of summon, you have the option to keep Sharakusai in hand if you have the normal summon available for it, and turn Scales and Xiamin into Amazing Dragon that can reborn a fusion material, then become Fever on summon 5. But you also can plop Fever on.
It's crazy that I saw Scales porn within an hour of the reveal. Yeah, at this point, I'm pretty sure Uwak just works at Konami.
Top of Dragon Drive, or a Carp that you brought back with Deer Note. You can also easily hard make it with 2 of your level 8s, since Punk has been known to leave some extra bodies lying around in its combos, so you can allocate some of that into making Fever with 2 materials so you can use both as negate and as draw, bringing the total number of draws for the turn up to 3. You can also accomplish this by incorporating the Horus engine, since its materials are generic, and the only stipulation on his negate is that you have a level 3 Psychic engrave, which can be as simple as pitching an extra one for Sark. Another thing to take note of with Fever is that if you make him on Dragon Drive, detaching Dragon Drive to negate will get it into grave right on time to see your opponent respond with something like Droplet, triggering it to come back to the field and pay 6 to search Ghost Ogre, and then draw once more with Extreme Session. So between Fever and Duration, the Punk endboard has gotten stronger and more resilient to interaction. Advanced Swordsman.
Aw, man, you're not gonna say anything about it? Here, I'll do the part of the video that Jaxel didn't write because he's a coward. But it's still a deck with a huge blinking choke point in a way that decks really don't have anymore. Xiamen is super clunky all the time, and frequently hands that don't get to Ogre will not have a really good way to get a Rising Scale onto the field. There's a shitload of cards, Rising Scale, Shirakusai et al., that are only good as part of 2-card combos, which is a huge liability in current year. That's why, despite the new stuff being really good, Punk is probably still not playable.
Of Necros is a level 4 water spellcaster that can summon a Necros from deck on normal, counts as the full tribute on field for a Necros ritual monster,
Oh yeah, there's
and once per
Necrozes
duel,
in
if
here.
he's tributed, can add back any number of banished Necros cards. Amelia, Dance Princess of the Necros, can summon herself if you have a warrior Necros.
Are you reading this
on
off
field
something?
or
That's
in
my
grave,
reading this off
searches a
something
Necros
voice.
ritual
I wasn't.
or a Necros ritual on summon, and on field counts as the full tribute. Necros of Metaltron can Cosmic Cyclone from
When
the
are they
scale
making
when
a
your
gay
Necros card is
Necros?
banished, can't be
Right
ritual
now.
summoned by tributing a 9, turns Necrozes into Democ, and can quick effect banish herself temporarily to banish an opponent's monster permanently. And Necros Divine Mirror is a quick play that ritual summons a Necros from hand or banished by tributing from hand, field, or Necros monsters from extra deck with equal or exceeding levels, and can banish
Cool.
itself and another
Finally,
Necros
we can
from grave to
exceed.
search a Necros spell. This support has some neat interactions to build around, if not all the tools Necros needs to be competitive. Advanced Summoning Amelia from deck gets you to Arid Bear, who can tribute your names on board to mill the same number of spells, each of which can proceed to search a ritual spell. And since, unlike the spells before it, Divine doesn't care whether you control monsters or not, you can choose to only tribute Amelia and leave Advance on field to serve as the whole tribute to summon back a Red Bear from grave with Cycle or from banished with Divine. And since he was tributed, you can use this effect to add back every Necros you've banished so far to use as follow-up. Advance being searchable with Brian and through the transitive property Prep makes this one play pretty consistent, but you may have noticed the issue. This line only gets you to a single monster negate. And there's definitely more it could be doing even before getting into the generic pool of stuff to do with 2 level 4s on board. Unicore is still a pretty good floodgate. Metaltron is SP. With Divine Mirror, you can summon Trish on your opponent's turn as a massive blowout, but to get to all that, you have to open more than just one piece of engine. And I don't mean to be such a stickler for 1-card combos, but I know you know how to do it. Mitsurugi has 1-card combos now.
The Mitsurugi 1-card combo does so much!
Voiceless Voice has 1-card combos, I think. I actually don't remember what Voiceless Voice does. Confuses
It actually doesn't, right? There's not a Voiceless Voice 1-card combo?
me you can give this deck an Ice Ryzael and a Stratos.
That was a trap.
Still, the
He put that in there as a trap for me, and I fell for it.
consistency isn't up to par for 2025
Low is?
standards.
Yeah, but it's bad, right? It doesn't do what you want. You go low for the field for the Saphira for the Skulgi. You just make Skull Guardian.
Many of these 2-card combos, you're expected to play things like Great Sorcerer that can be summoned by Advance and then tributed by Arid Bear to trigger his own search, but as a card-carrying member of the American Floor Association, I have my reservations about playing bricks like this that don't even consistently come up. I just have trouble decoupling
The
my
American
understanding
Floor
of this deck from how
Association.
underwhelming the 1 card
We
is.
gotta make,
the Bahamut Shark plays wouldn't have even really helped
membership
because
cards.
even the extremely greedy plays only then ended on 2 negates. Credit where credit is due, that's twice as many. Dragon Maid Seremba is a level 9 that
Oh,
protects
good.
your
All right,
dragon
here's the
fusions
CJLX
from card
part of the
effects,
video.
Can be pitched to summon back a Dragon Maid from grave or banished, and at the end of the battle phase, tags back into a maid. Ladies Dragon Maid is a fusion that must be summoned by banishing a little maid and a big dragon with the same attribute from field and grave, summons a maid from deck on summon, and during the standby phase, fusion summons a dragon by shuffling back material from field or banished. These cards, and I'm being generous when I say both of them, give Dragon Maid starters some actual ways to pop pop off turn 1. Ladies can be summoned by any maid that gets their corresponding dragon engraved, like Parlor Milling Lorpar, Kitchen searching and immediately pitching Tinkek, or Chamber searching Hospitality. That last one is made possible by Sermba, being a big dragon you can mill when you're reborn Chamber, and its effect is certainly written on the card.
Yeah.
Impossible to dispute that, really. So ladies can then, depending on your starter, either summon Parlor or Chamber to get changeover to hand so you can fuse them with ladies into Xiao. Then on your opponent's turn, Xiao can bring ladies back so that she can summon another maid from deck and then fuse herself with the big dragon from Banished into Philia Regis. With this board, you have a negate with Xiao, a banish with Regis, and then if you're able to sequence it right, a pop with House when Regis bounces the maid back to hand. Alternatively, if you use ladies to summon Chamber and search Tidying, she can fuse herself into Xiao in the standby phase, getting to a pretty similar board with a bit more layering to where the interaction rests. Maybe not the biggest boards, but definitely a decent enough payoff for one card that also gets follow-up going. But looking in another direction aside from Pure, you can implement the engine to Dragon Rulers as
I don't want to play this with the fuckers.
normal summons that get to an Omni before resolving Spectral, or combo pieces searchable with Chasma, Tempest, and Blaster. Since all the rulers can be materials for Xiao, you can even link off ladies and hold changeover for the end of the turn after you've baited interaction. So this engine can add some extra strength and security to your board that does genuinely help protect the floodgates that you're still focused on summoning, but it's not as well equipped to go second as the Tenpai engine is. The Fabled Behemoth is a light beast tuner that can discard itself and any other Fables from hand to synchro them into a Fabled, and when a card is discarded, he can banish himself from grave to summon a Fabled from hand. Fabled Realms Revival sets another Fabled back row from deck, makes your opponent unable to respond to the synchro summon of Fableds, and can pitch a Fabled to either draw a card or summon a Fabled from grave or banished. Fabled Gaming is a light fiend tuner that summons a Fabled from hand or deck on summon,
That's a Joseph reference.
protects your other Fabled synchros from targeting, and when he hits the grave, can draw a card for every
We're going
Fabled
to
synchro
Fort
you
Knox,
control,
the
then discard
Fabled.
a card. And Fabled Levelaze Bull is a generic level 10 that can quick
Levelaze
effect tribute
Bull.
Fabled,
There's
negate
no
and
way
steal
that's
that
his
many
name.
opponent's monsters, and can return
I
himself
have
from
to
grave
imagine
to
that's
extra
not
to add
really
back
his
to
name.
Fabled. These cards give Fabled a much needed modernization for its setup and payoff, and deepen the archetype's diplomatic ties with the Fiendsmith engine. Gamagen summoning from deck lets you get combo pieces like Kushano into rotation, so usually combos
Who's
will start
doing
by
the
making
JoJo
game with either
pose.
Rescue Cat or Behemoth pitching level 2 like Cerberus. Linking off Kushano for Requiem will then get the Fiendsmith engine into rotation, giving you several possible level 6s to tune with Gamagen to make Levelaze Bull, whose soft once per turn negate and steal can be the focal point of your board. After tributing him the first time, you can then bring him back with Treason. Then after using it a second time, you can bring it back again with Agnum Day. And if that wasn't enough for you, you can then bring back Agnum Day with Lacrima to use the also soft once per turn Agnum Day again. Hell, you want more? Go through an Unchained engine and bring him back with Yama. Get A-bow in this shit. All your guys are fiends anyway, but since your board doesn't have enough zones to physically steal that many monsters, you're better served focusing the rest of the advantage the deck can generate on other generic Link and Synchro options, since none of the Fabled cards even lock you. Behemoth may not be a one-card combo, but since the deck has a decent enough pool of good level 2s you can draw alongside him, some of which even searchable by tract, he's a good alternative way to start combos and extend through Rescue Cat being negated. His effect in grave combos perfectly with Kushana, who pitches a card to add himself back, triggering Behemoth to summon the Kushana. Revival is a good extender that both relieves the pressure off of Marcosia being the only way to search Stay Away or Treason, letting you more consistently see both of them, but also itself being a good search for Marcosia since it'll immediately set whatever you otherwise would have searched, making its own effect a totally free bonus. The problem with this deck is that the consistency is definitely kinda underwhelming, with a lot of your starters being old heads that lose to everything like Rescue Cat and Tour Guide, but you at least have a lot of options that can extend in engine heavy hands, especially with tract searching all your fiends, and conditionally searching your beasts through Grimrow. And in truly bad hands that really can't Fabled combo, you at least have a significant number of normal summonable light fiends that can do full Fiendsmith combo. Oh, boo-hoo! Boo-hoo! Hey, what's wrong, little guy? Oh, boo-hoo! Oh, it's just this deck is so damn dog shit. DDD Squelted just doesn't see a point in updating the spreadsheet anymore. Oh.
This is like a 2019 TMT bit if I knew how to, put an image on a moving image.
Oh, boo-hoo-hoo! DD Scale Surveyor can change up to 2 of your scales to 0 during the standby phase, can summon himself if you control a DD penned, can become a 4 on summon, and when he hits the grave or extra, can bounce a DD from your scale. Extra Surveyor has too many damn words on it and can pitch itself to add a DD pen from extra to hand. Count Surveyor kills 2 of your opponent's monsters and then gives all their attack to a third monster your opponent controls with the same type or attribute, making it
I
big
like
and
the
round,
way
can
these
pitch
guys
a DD
look.
to summon himself, and on summon searches a DD with 0 attack or defense. These cards do a couple of marginally important things for DD that maybe will actually matter when they get their actual support, or maybe it'll be outclassed and
Oh my god, right. I was excited for him to talk about Sky King Zeus Ragnarok, and then I realized, Oh, Jesus. We still have like 12 months until we get those cards.
We did this whole segment for nothing. I have no idea. Count is conditionally a starter since it searches Kepler and then can be linked off for Gilgamesh, and also he functions well as an extender that then searches other crucial combo pieces that you may need like Copernicus or Scale Surveyor. Scale is useful as an extender that can then be made into Little Caesar.
Pizza.
And when he's linked off, you can bounce
Cute.
one of the scales you tutor with Gilgamesh, meaning you can sort of wield Gilgamesh's effect as a search. My mother-in-law really liked Extra Surveyor. I'm Fairy Tale Prologue, Journey's Dawn. If you search me with AFD, you can draw one card. I'm Motor Kaiser and I am a level 5.
I'm Galaxy Journey.
I'm number S38 and I'm back row removal.
And I'm the Water Spellcaster Searcher. Ice Doll.
Phineas and Ferb are dead. Crowley, the gift.
The best lightning round yet. The best lightning round yet. Keep it up, Jaxel. The best lightning round yet.
Magistus can summon itself when it's added to hand. Fusion summons a Magistus or invoked on summon, and can be treated as Alistair on field. Vera Magic.
Do you know how hard it was to find that instrumental? You used the instrumental?
Spellcaster or spell if you can.
Hey, look, a bunch of cards that aren't Spoon.
Deck when your opponent activates a card or effect. Magia Magic. Thunder of Judgment is treated as a Magistus and Endymion. Can send a Magistus card from field or remove 2 spell counters to summon a spellcaster from hand, grave, or face up extra.
Why is it taking them so long to import Spoon?
You're
taking too long.
Extra deck monster can equip any effect monster from your grave or your opponent's field, and can send a Magistus monster card from field to negate a monster effect, then pop a card. This support is incomplete, and I don't know what to make of that. For some reason, they're still holding back on releasing Spoon, so...
Is Spoon a man or a woman? It doesn't change what I'm thinking about. I just want to know.
All of Magistus's plays that are designed around being able to equip 2 things to Little Zorwa are up in smoke. There's still some things you can do with these cards, like Artemis Surge Crowley, triggering Crowley to summon himself and then fuse with Zorwa into Iwas, or use Riliona's Search on Vera Magic so that on your opponent's turn you can respond to an activation by whipping out Crowley to fuse into Vera Thragna or Mechaba. But I spent a while studying this deck's combo, so I can tell you just about every play you want to do is just a little worse in a way that will frustrate you and make you want to shelve this whole endeavor and wait another 2 years for Spoon. So while we wait, how about we talk about Summon Sork? This errata's kinda weird, so let's break down every change.
You know what's also weird is that she's still banned, right? She's like still on the list for some unbelievable reason.
First off, it's now all one big effect. On summon, it summons something from hand, your opponent's field, and summons something from deck with the same type all at once. Furthermore, the thing you give your opponent is now negated, and whatever type of monster she summons, you're now locked to that type. This card primarily saw success in Yubel, where Beckoning Beast could get you to Yama, adding a fiend to hand, and then to the third material to make Sork with so you can summon Spirit from deck. Now with Abao, you have something to link off Sork into that can immediately bring back the Spirit unnegated to combo with, but there's
It's funny that this card is still fine.
one tiny issue. You see, it's 2025.
Yeah.
Yubel is washed. An area
Yeah.
leader exists. You don't gotta be doing all that and locking yourself for Beckoning Beast to get to Engine. Really, that's the big story of this set, isn't it? It's just all these cards are late. Because they just can't stop giving us cards way too late. Now there's a half dozen more cards that are still on the back burner for some reason that'll themselves arrive too late. What an annoying product.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to look at the really specific period of Orcus dominance in the OCG and be like, yeah, that'll never happen here because we've got Aelin, Ryziel, and fucking Mitsurugi, so, you know, maybe if you'd imported it 9 months ago, we could have enjoyed that.
It also might be good in Orcust, I'm told.
Sure, why not? Ugh.
I'm Fairy Tale Prologue, Journey's Dawn. If you search me with AFD, you can draw one card. I'm Motor Kaiser and I am a level 5.
I'm Galaxy Journey.
I'm number S38 and I'm back row removal.
And I'm the Water Spellcaster Searcher. Ice Doll.
Phineas and Ferb are dead! I'm Motor Kaiser and I cheated on my wife. And I'm the original creepypasta, Chucky Finster. Do we have a saga deck? Oh, we've got a saga deck. I think you all, once you saw what I'm gonna play, you're gonna kill you. Hey, hold up. We're not playing that shit again. Looks good to me. Our craft is fucking Kazajan, by the way. What's the problem? I don't understand. What the fuck? Crimson X Mana, thank you for the 50 gifted subs. Is this the fucking world finals of the Give Joseph Money competition? Holy shit-a-moly. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh boy. If you didn't get one, dodge in chat as simple as that. 30% off gift subs. Oh, okay. I understand. Okay, I think we are playing a small Pearly engine. What does a small Pearly engine look like? That. Then we cut... What? Murmur. Soul and Luna. Fucking Grief Tablet. Why is Grief Tablet in here? Are you... Be fucking for real. Crimson X Mana, thank you for the additional 50 gifted subs. What's going on? Wow. Again, if you didn't get one, dodge and chat, as simple as that. I appreciate it. Oh shit, and now I have to take a 5-minute break. Give me a second. Sorry. I'm pro Jared and I cheated on my wife. I'm Slender Man. Ah! Okay, what do we even cut for this? Man, this doesn't look good. I think that Ignition Moraltac is kind of a pipe dream. Wedgie Tablet. I do kind of like every other card in here, I will admit. The Paleos aren't great. I think they're fine. And, like, they have incidental synergy. It is what I would say if I had read Anguish Pattern. They don't do jack shit. Oh, man. I think Canada might not be very good. God, what were they playing last weekend? What do we have back row hate? We got this guy. That's back row hate. Do we really not have another Sky Striker target? Just afterburners and Hornet drones? I guess that's fine. It's not like we can really do anything with the Sky Strikers. Isn't Bottomless banned? Fuck! It is banned, isn't it? Oh, no. Let's play Waybridge. Put Wedju back in. What does Wedju do for us? It doesn't do anything. Let's play Waybridge. And then we got to tool the extra deck around a little bit. I don't actually think we can even make the 4 or the 5s. We make the 7s. We probably won't need to make them more than once. Oh, geez. I don't know. I mean, it would be like... we play Happiness. Typhon. Bucko. Hagarumo Neko. That's not what that card's name is. Fucking... That's it. Oh, Power Code. Power Code. Ooh, boy. This is a rough one. What's our... Did we... Wait. Craft is Wind and Water. Oh, we already had 3 field and we already had a Kaizogen. Okay, thank God. Yeah, this is awful. This is really bad. Wow. Oh boy. This is not... I do appreciate the people saying this is a post-ban list episode. We are 3 weeks into the new ban list. There is going to be a new ban list after the next episode. It's still a 1-1 deck. I guess so, man. I guess it is a 1-1 deck. Oh, man. You're taking too long. Every deck he has is half finished. I think so. Oh, what do I even do here? What would even get banned here? That's the thing, is like we're the Pearly stuff. All right. Let's do the let's do the profile. So here's the list. And looking at it in front of me, it really strikes me with the fact that this is not good. Wow, I don't know what I was thinking in pulls. This is not good. So we pulled a lot of interesting Sky Striker stuff. And by that I mean we pulled one interesting Sky Striker thing, which is the Shizuku, which we can use with the Hornet drones and the Afterburners and the Ray to put up a nice little engage situation, if you know what I'm saying. The engages also synergize with the Pearly stuff, like we can discard a bunch of spells and maybe turn the engage on and draw cards. What's the end goal to all of our drawing? Well, we do have 3 Labyrinth Wall Shadow. We pulled them out of pack, so I'm happy to see that. We also have a Kazugen and a Suijin, which frees up our craft for Gate Guardian of Wind and Water, which is actually really strong. Outside of that, we are playing what I can only describe as Statue of Anguish Pattern Turbo with 1 Statue of Anguish Pattern, using Prey of the Jirai Gumo in order to pop opponent's cards, alongside this card to pop another one of opponent's cards. Do have the Interrupted Kaiju Slumber still. We've got targets in Godarla and Doggoran and Radian. And Radian's a 7, so like maybe we can make Mountain Smasher or Titanic Moth or Gradiel or something. Listen, I'm trying as hard as you all. I hope that this works. We saw last time that we can totally win games if we just spike the Pearly half of our deck, but if we don't, we are shit out of luck. And it looks like our luck has only gotten worse. It's crazy. I think the last couple of seasons of Saga have been marred by one individual pulling an unbelievable deck seconds before the new ban list or immediately after, going on an incredible tear for it, and everyone else just trying to kind of buttress their win rate until everything collapses. This little sequence of Saga, I think all of us have been kind of scrounging for playables from the bottom of a garbage can, and this does look like shit from a butt. Why aren't we playing Chorizo? I guess we could. Who's worse than Chorizo? This doesn't even do anything. I guess probably Shinobi Insect is worse. All right, what do we want to do here? Doug has kind of adopted the Double Wild back, which is unfortunate because it's really good. I don't have like a back I like yet. I like Double Wild and I like Flower Cardi and Zebra Grass, but Gage and Doug like those respectively. What could be my associated card back? I don't like any of these. I could start playing the punk ones. I do like the punk ones. Yeah, let's do the punk ones. And then I have to show off Despia Theater of the Branded. I have to show off Back to Square One. And I have to show off Depressed Part. Depressed Part is so good, by the way. All right, what's our mate for this? That's the important part of this. What mate can resolve this outstanding problem? Pearly? Yeah, I think so. Our 3 main cards are going to be Pearly Beauty, Wind and Water, and fucking Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. And we're just going to draw those every game. Oh my god, I love Ray. Bum 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 bum. Where is everybody? Are they live? Can someone check? Hello? Ow! Oh, wow. That was not what I wanted to hear. Yes, they are. Well, one of them's live. Hello? Do 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 do. I guess I'm the only one here, which means that I win. Oh, damn.
Yep. What's up, bro?
I'm can we call this one off?
Are you just having an interesting day?
No, it's just my deck sucks balls.
Oh, no, not for that reason. Sorry. Get over it.
Oh,
But
man.
hey, did you ever have a pizza party as like a kid in school?
Oh yeah. Oh, I was yes, I did.
Oh, yeah, I feel like you got a really good story for this. Yeah.
No, I just had pizza parties.
You just went to pizza parties. Did you ever think like the pizzas 100% came out of like the teacher's paycheck, right?
They
Like
did,
they just
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Isn't that screwed up?
It is kind of fucked up, isn't it? Not only do they have to pay for like supplies and stuff like that. Right. But do you guys ever have accelerated reader, AR reader?
Yeah.
Did you go hard on that? Did you like to collect the points and read all the books?
I was a fucking overachiever in school. I was like,
Oh yeah.
Is that not the what is accelerated reader?
It was like how do I describe it? As in like elementary school, you could read books. Obviously, anybody could read books, but you could take like little quizzes on these books for points, and it would like if you did enough of them. Our incentive was if you got like a point threshold, you would be invited to a pizza party.
Let's say pizza, right? That's how you get kids to do shit.
Party. Yeah. So that was like a way to like keep kids reading and like add it to the curriculum.
And isn't that funny that nowadays, well, okay, not in any of our professions, but you know, in tons of jobs, they still do pizza parties as incentives for grown adults.
When they tell you that school resembles a prison, resembles a workplace, that's what they're talking about is pizza parties.
You're right.
I will say,
at least they don't slice them in half. You know,
I will say one. Have you ever worked a job where a pizza party was an incentive?
Yes.
Not an incentive. I think they just had them some days. When I worked at Olive Garden, I remember something like when a particularly like busy day would come around, we'd always have like pizza in the back, and because it was just like
you already have pizza there
at Olive Garden.
Olive Garden,
I don't know.
They would like
Olive Garden doesn't have pizza. They don't have pizza at Olive Garden. That's not a thing.
Shit. Yeah, I guess you're right.
You ever been to an Olive Garden, Doug?
Yeah, I have, but I've never ordered pizza at one. But I thought I just didn't feel like pizza.
Have we had this conversation before?
I think we did. I think I told you I was a host. I was a host for like 4 years or something at an Olive Garden.
4 years as a host? Did they ever try and make you serve?
Well, no, I wanted to serve. I had taken the job, and the original manager there, I was like, I really want to serve. That's like what I want to do. I feel like I have a good personality for it to get tips. And she was like, we got too many servers right now. But if you come on as a host,
servers.
Yeah, she's like, if you come on as a host, I'll make sure you're a waiter.
What year was this?
Man, like it's
4 years later,
a decade ago or something like that. I had to be like maybe like 18, 19.
Because like in 2000, I worked there in like 2016, and it was like hosting was the job where you would just be on your phone all day.
Yeah. That's what hosting was. I never worked at a restaurant, but all my friends did, and you just sat up there on your phone the whole time.
That's a cushy fucking gig.
Yeah, nobody would yell at the girls at the host stand doing that, but they expected me to be better. So
were you just thinking about Yu-Gi-Oh up there all day?
Unironically, yes. That's all. That's when I was filming in my backyard near the tree and stuff like that. I can't wait to get home after this shift and rant about some card erratas or something. I don't fucking know, bro. Like it was dragon
and nothing's changed. I saw your upload the couple days ago. Yesterday,
yeah, I think it's the same format. I don't know what people are complaining about.
That video, by the way, man, you just got to be press and upload more. That's a classic Gage just pressed upload video where you're like, yeah, I could just put together a stack of high rarity shit. Did someone edit
that? I mean, someone.
I edited it. Yeah.
No, okay, I was wondering. I was like, how did you get someone to do this fast? Like,
I still got chops, you know. I got some skills.
That's fine. Okay, who's not in this lobby?
I'm in the lobby.
Oh, hold on, give me just a second. Like, I gotta thank somebody in chat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Did everyone get like? And then I immediately went offline. Did everyone get like I got like 1 million gifted subs by a very kind person.
Oh my God, did you? Wait, hold up. Who was it?
Yeah, I believe that they went to your stream first.
Crimson X Mana?
Yeah, Crimson
yeah.
X-Man did very, very generous from him.
Like
He
just
hooked it up
going
too.
around to the wonkers. What the fuck?
It's the last couple days of the 35% off gift subscriptions. So the 2 or 3
that's so
Oilers
kind.
that occasionally show up in my chat are in the war of all wars of the Giving Joseph Money Challenge. The Giving Joseph Money Challenge has never been more competitive.
We're gonna get another MBT subathon. Is that around
Never.
the corner?
Quite literally never.
You quick with that one. You didn't even think about it.
I didn't want to
Is
do
it
it the
clearly
last
not just
time.
encoder?
The first time I did it, I was like, this is the only time I'll ever do it. And then the other time I did it, it was like I had this huge tax burden coming up, and I was like, I really don't see another way out. And I did it, and it was just agony, dude. It was terrible.
I mean, that was one of those things that even like later on you realize, like, because then you start uploading a lot of the content and it just wasn't hitting.
Yeah,
Like,
that was the thing is, it's like you get like several $1,000s just by doing it, but you miss out on thousands of dollars in revenue because it's a bunch of fucking stream highlights, and people just don't watch stream highlights with the same frequency.
Well, that's what I always thought about it. I mean, not that I'm like a hard worker at all, but like with the subathon, it's like, okay, if I really am sitting down and even if it's like not the most engaged work, but like working for that many hours in a day, I could probably just make more doing regular videos, like as opposed, I don't know. Obviously I don't have a big streaming audience, and like I know how much money these subathons make.
The
but
DZ
it's like,
Subathon brought to you by Xfinity.
yeah,
It's 15 minutes
but
long.
it's like I just it never the numbers. I think the numbers make sense in that most people wouldn't work that many hours in that amount of time. So like it seems like it is a lot of money in like a short amount of time. But I feel like the numbers, unless you're a really big channel, don't actually like I think you could just make more doing YouTube content if you have the audience for it. But like I know it's not the same thing.
Yeah, I think it's arguable, and they do make. I do want to be like, it's not like I lost money doing the subathon.
No, they make a fuck ton of money. Like, of course,
yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
I need to guys, I realize I'm really stupid. I did not do a Jack profile for this. Give me like 2 minutes and,
Yeah, go for
and
it.
I'll be ready. I got what did I get distracted talking about? It was something stupid for sure. I'll be
That's fine.
Ugh.
No, I mean, I think subathons are just I'm not built for them. Like, just full stop. I can't
Yeah.
possibly talk for that long, and I need, cool down time and stuff. And
If
all
you're
my
a
friends
smaller
that do them, I mean,
content
you
creator
guys
with
seem
limited YouTube reach, I think it makes sense. I will push back on that. I think subathons only make sense for people who are already huge. Like, I see so many
yes.
100 viewer streamers who are like, I'm gonna do a subathon, and it's always like either your time is like 5 minutes per sub, which means you are locked into 1 trillion hours regardless of how much money you make, or it just ends and then you feel like shit.
Well, and the thing about that, and this is what I was always afraid of too, was like before you start one, ideally you're setting up with all sorts of people, all sorts of collabs.
Yeah.
And then if it ends really fast, well, now it's like embarrassing. Like,
I saw one of
don't
those
know.
doing 30 minutes a sub. Now, how can that be economically feasible for you?
But I'd say that's like you're making $5 an hour.
Yeah, exactly. That's below minimum wage. You can stream on Kick for min wage. The downside is you have to stream on Kick.
Yeah, but as long as you can overlook that.
Let me ask you this, Doug. Do you want to make the move to Kick? I've been thinking about it.
Yeah, you thought about now that like Tecton and Asmongold are over there.
I love
was,
that
like, the
guy.
big push.
He's saying what other people are thinking. He's really putting it out there.
Yeah, he really
I
tells
think
it
we
like
should-
it is.
I think we should pivot. I've said Wonky Quartet variety channel. How about ready? Wonky Quartet anti-woke daily upload about Hasanabi
We've
channel.
said it before. I think there needs to be more. I'm surprised there's not more. I'm sorry. I want to be clear that I'm joking, but like I'm surprised there's not more or really any like right-wing grifters in the Yu-Gi-Oh community posting about things not being or being too woke.
I think a
Like, it
couple
seems
people
like-
took a stab at it in like 2023. They were like, you know
Okay.
what? I'm going to make it happen. And everyone just called them slurs.
I think we should all collaborate with Nextaku. I think
Some
that
of
would
us
go
already
kind of crazy.
have.
I think a couple of you have already.
Like,
Have I told you my Nextaku story?
What?
no, do
No,
you want to share it or?
Yeah. No, it's totally fine to share. It was he did invite me for. Do you remember when he used to do those like scavenger hunts or something with like big titty VTubers? He invited me on one, and I was like, yeah, why not? This will be fun. And the first time we did it, it was like I woke up day of, and something was wrong. And I was like, I'm sorry, I can't do this today. He's like, don't worry, I will get you for the next one. I'm like, I really appreciate it. Next one rolled around, and literally an hour before we get in the call, Jillian has an allergic reaction. And I was like, I'm sorry, my wife's in the hospital. Like I have to go do this. And he sent me something like, listen, if you don't want to do this, you don't feel pressured to do it. And I was like, no, like my wife's in the hospital, but like I never was like, let's plan for another time. And he never like planned for another time. And then I was like, whew, glad that never happened. Because
Just tell him,
just tell him
like, Jillian's
that
in the
too.
hospital again next time he brings it up. Be like, oh, I think my wife's gonna be in the hospital that day.
it's weird.
Can't make it.
It's weird. The thing about Nextaku is like every interaction I've had with him has been like, oh, that's like a normal guy. And then everything he posts, I'm like, that's some sort of evil freak. And so I don't.
Did you ever get to meet
know.
Jaden Animations through him?
I think I could meet Jaden Animations from him. I think it's it's one of those things where like I think it is a grift, but like, God, the money is so good. I understand people who take it. I just think less.
But
of
your
them.
heart has to be in it, and I think that's
I
the
think so.
problem with like
Has to be.
because like we've all seen. I mean, there's that lady that like kind of the white lady that like said the N-word a bunch of times, and like people could
Jillian,
tell that
right.
she wasn't like into it, and then it got like leaked that she had like a mixed race baby, and they were like, oh, that's too woke for us, and now she's like can't get a real job anymore, and she can't
Because
grift.
she
And
said
I
the
think so
N-word
it's,
so
like,
much.
I think it's a
oh
tough
my
spot
god!
to be in.
Wow, Doug, I literally almost forgot. What is it, Caitlin Bennett or something? I think that was her name. I almost forgot about that girl until you like
Oh, with
Was
the
it? I don't
is
even.
that
It
the,
was like
no, this is
over
a
in a
different
week.
girl.
Like,
But you're talking about Gun Girl, right?
yeah, Gun Girl.
Dude,
Is that a
she
different?
rocked.
oh no, I'm not talking about the one that shit herself. No, I'm talking about someone else.
No, okay, so
yeah, I forgot she
there was
shit
a two of them. This was like a year ago, right?
A
There
hawk,
was this woman.
two of them.
There's this woman who got famous for like making a TikTok in which she said the N-word, and everyone's like, you can't say the N-word, and like her eyes turned into dollar signs, and she was like, actually I can, and my content's gonna be me saying it every day. And then they found out that she had like some old 2016 tweets that were like, I support black people, and they were like, oh, you can't do that. And then the other one, do you remember that woman who like yelled at like a 6-year-old kid? She was like,
Yeah, she made $500,000.
that was all. We should do that.
Isn't that I do like the idea of like cancel culture, but the opposite way, where like
Yeah.
if you're in the grifter culture, the canceling is if you've been
They like find
too
your old like
woke in the
2020
past.
when you changed your profile picture to a black square.
Like, oh my god! All right, let's start recording.
Dug up your old
You guys
tweets
can
and
go
it's like
first. Let's start off with a great match between two powerful.
Slifer
players.
274. Thank you for the 100 gifties.
What
Holy
the
shit.
hell?
I'm telling you, dude. I told you the Give Joseph Money challenge has never been more competitive. Holy shit-a-moly. Hey, I
you
really
have-
appreciate it.
800 viewers right now.
got a raid from the Joshua
The
Schmidt.
Joshua Schmidt raid.
He's trying to get
Oh,
some intel on DC Cup this weekend. So
Hey,
Yeah. This is where to get it.
yeah.
Gauge viewers, you can drop him. I'm live. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Doug,
Just like me.
he would be live.
I got-
I'm
did-
sure,
why did
right?
I get the
sent
Doug
some
host,
too.
by the
I
way?
sent 100, so you
What
know.
the
I
fuck?
said 100 to me too.
Why do I never get the Doug host? This sucks. All right, ready?
You already have 1,000. You're good.
Oh my!
right,
You should get
Joseph,
Josh
it
for
might be
collabs. I
the-
should.
It might be give the Joseph money challenge, but I'm gonna give you a hard time, buddy. I hope you're ready to duel.
I will tell you, Gage. The last couple of little sequences of Saga have been one person gets an incredibly powerful deck, and we all just sort of wait around until the ban list, right? This little sequence, Jesus Christ, I am just trying to survive. It's real objective survive type shit.
Oh, well. Your deck's good too. You know
You
what
are
I'm out
not
here
playing.
with?
You are not playing. Shut up. I don't want to hear anything from you.
Oh, Gage is
Bro
on
thinks
Ghost
he's
Tricks
part of the
too.
team.
All right. This is.
So against me, Gage
I'm
opens
not
3
lying,
Mech
by the way.
Knights and Gear
This
Suit.
is probably the best hand the deck can produce. And it's going to begin with a card I think you're really going to love. I activate Labyrinth Wall Shadow.
Oh,
Oh.
God. And see, now I have to remember what this card does. Back then, last season, you guys couldn't read, and now I have to read.
It's a scary card with a lot of confusing text.
And now I activate Shadow Ghoul of the Labyrinth.
Oh, you like actually weren't kidding. Like this is one of the best hands that you can produce. That's nuts. Oh my
And
God.
now I activate Labyrinth Wall
That's
Shadow.
whole combo.
It's cool that they made this a once per turn.
I mean, come on. You know how many shitty ass archetypes have cards with stupid restrictions? I think this one deserved to have.
I
Oh.
summon
There's no way. You have it. Oh my
Gay
God. you got the
Guardian
Sword
of
Trap
Wind
in
and
him.
Water. Happy
He
Pride.
has the good one. Oh, that's so good.
All right, well, if it makes you feel any better, I had to craft it.
Yeah, but like, yeah, that's fine.
All right, I'm going to summon Pearly.
Okay.
Dude, fuck this. Although, like I said,
He said, "Fuck this," like I'm gonna do
after
something
the
with it.
duel, you only had one of each cat
Awesome.
in your deck.
That's true. Let's go Pearly Pretty
I'm
Memory.
sorry, Skystriker Ace. What is your fucking deck, dude?
I know,
Why
bro's
is
playing
Ray in
the
there.
I'm
kitchen
playing the
sink.
I'm playing the fucking stuff. Don't get me started. I'm playing the
Oh, it's-
stuff.
It's Soyjin, guys. Look at him.
Soyjin. Dude, can we have the wait, Crush Cards, can you either put up the Soya Jack or put it as the thing for the episode? That would go so
Dude, Brian's
crazy.
just gonna be like, "What the fuck is he
He's
talking
like, what
about?"
are you talking about?
I'm gonna send Brian. I will send. Don't let me not send you it. I will send you it.
Do you guys think there's people in this like live stream that don't know who Dark Magic Ian is?
Yes.
That-
Who the fuck? I don't know who Dark Magic Ian
You
is.
don't know Dark Magic
from
Ian? How do you not know Dark Magic Ian?
You are so annoying.
Comment section, sound off if you remember Ian.
I gotta
Dude,
pull this up.
this is every single Joseph first turn. Like, oh,
Hold
my
up.
deck sucks. Oh, actually, this is
Gage.
the best one I could have
Are
drawn.
you about to fucking Nibiru me?
No, I'm not about to Nibiru you. Come on,
Okay,
this is
good.
progression series,
Thank
bro.
Okay.
Relax.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Bro, somebody find me Dark Magic Ian. There's no way this is gonna be a memory hold. Somebody has to find
We can't let him die.
And
And that
Are
artist.
you dead?
Banksy.
Hold up. Let me
No,
do
I'm
math.
not.
I mean, Beauty's kind of terrifying.
That's
So
not
I could
correct.
see some scary stuff happening.
Let me do math.
All right, I'm gonna go look for Dark Magic Ian. Give me a minute. Maybe if I go to Zodiac. Maybe I actually just go to Zodiac. I could find it there.
What am I stupid?
mean?
I'm like
Just
the dumbest
hype-
man who ever lived. Holy shit.
Oh, by the way, can we talk about how we were literally wrong the other day? We were talking about Aaron Lightsworn Monk with all the Edison stuff happening.
Yeah, I got confused.
I was like, I was like, for sure, it just didn't trigger flip effects. But in
Or
Edison, it
Gage,
does.
or were we ahead of the curve on the new Time Wizard rulings?
Yeah, we were already thinking ahead of the game. Look at us.
Yeah.
Oh my. Are you done yet? What do you plan on doing with this? Oh fuck.
Oh, it's
Wait,
Raiko.
that's. Oh, you're cheating. Oh, you flipped
I
my
should've-
battle position.
What do you mean I'm cheating? I should have fucking sucked it.
What?
Oh, what?
You know, I actually could have sucked the wall shadow and killed you, I think. Damn, that was stupid.
Oh, to get it off the board so you can attack with. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Guys, Kevin sent us the Dark Magic Ian. Take a look. Oh, stop.
He's beautiful. I remember him
I
just like.
Stop. I'm gonna send you this, Joseph.
What are we fucking with?
Hold on, I got it.
Welp.
There you go.
Oh, that's
The
good.
man.
Oh, that's
Holy
a gorgeous
shit.
recreation.
That's really
yeah,
good.
that's
Holy
beautiful.
shit.
Get that map made.
I think I just sucked the back row. Oh, you have like honest, don't you?
Doing a lot of sucking, huh? Man, but this is actually oppressive. This beauty's tearing me apart. What negated the Raikou? Was it beauty? Did that too?
Damn, that's
Yeah,
upsetting
Beauty
that happened
flipped
to you,
and
by the way.
negated. Oh wow, yeah. Trenchel when his first play is fucking wind and water.
It's been a tough game so far. I thought this Raikou would
that's
stack up nicely against that guy. I was like, who cares?
Damn, I think I did have lethal. Someone in the chat, please do the math for me. I don't know the happiness thresholds.
Me and
Okay, Gage,
real
you
life,
got this.
I don't know what makes me happy. What do I fucking do? This is not.
You were off. You didn't have lethal. Whew. Okay, thank God.
Got some fast Pearly players in chat.
The Pearly players, they know this. Like that's their spreadsheet. That's the one thing they know. You were way off.
I think I legitimately just actually lose, which
I'm certainly
he
hoping
has
so.
A monster negate and 2 spell trap negates, Gage. I wouldn't hold it against you.
I'm gonna hold it against you. Oh, that's funny. Okay, now you're definitely dead.
Gage, what are you bricking on though? Like, where's the Orchist? Where's the Mech Knights?
Doug, I'm wondering the same thing, buddy. I'm wondering the same thing.
That's tough. 40 card deck this week though. Yeah, 40 card deck. So you can't even.
41. So there was one card I didn't know what to take out.
See, I know that I'm like behind the times because everyone these days plays over 40, but I can't get that out of my head when I play a deck that's over 40. If I brick, it's like, well, what if I had one less card? I realize that every deck has a million starters and you don't want to clump, and I totally get that. But like that, I don't know. It sucks.
I agree with you. You know, I think it's I don't know. It's a little strange. All
Dude,
right,
we're literally doing
over
dude,
yet. Oh my god, bro!
How is your deck designed to stop Raikou specifically? That's so fucked
Man,
up.
in Edison, this wouldn't fucking happen, bro.
That's actually true. Yeah.
That's miserable. Oh my god.
Do math real
dude.
quick.
Okay.
6850. We're still off. Can you believe that?
For what it's worth, I don't know if it matters.
I'm hoping
Dude,
no.
Cats versus dogs. I still want to make that video. The legendary match.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
True.
That's fine. Do you play Big White Cat?
Oh,
no.
that combo's silly.
Yeah, see? Who are we targeting? Okay, well, unsurprisingly.
Doesn't even pitch for cost. What a bunch of bullshit. No.
You wanted to? Oh,
Yeah, I
okay,
kinda wanna
I
pitch
guess you probably do.
This
yeah.
Orcus nightmare sitting in my hand that I can't do
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
with.
Dude,
What? Why
Fucking
can this
Pearly,
activate
man,
this
like,
effect?
beauty
What effect
control
is
is.
it? Oh, it's
too big.
the... Wait, I really don't know what effect it's trying to activate here.
Which
You should
one?
just click
What card is
yes.
it?
Wait,
Ask
the
me.
suck is not once per turn? Dude, this deck
Right.
rocks.
Yeah, thrice per turn.
Damn.
Not many things say thrice per turn. Little mare action.
Actually, his name is Mare. That's what people always tell me. His
No,
name
it's
is Mare.
I heard someone comment that it's Mare Mare.
Yeah,
I was
because
like,
that's
that's
me.
what-
That's
that's
me.
crazy.
That's actually correct. Because it's a pun.
I know it's a
Yeah,
pun,
it's
but like,
depressing. You got this one, bro. This has been depressing. This I can't.
sorry,
I just can't topple that. That's crazy. All
and
right,
now
okay.
I know what you're gonna draw against me. I can already see it in the future.
Okay, I just want you to remember that the last Gage one, he drew Raikou, nothing. All right, now keep that in mind while you watch the Doug one.
I mean, honestly, Gage's board of Raikou Trenchel, of course, loses the coin toss. Of course.
I almost clicked go second, Doug. I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm like, what do I even?
Well, okay, to
was
be
that my
honest, okay,
problem?
Raikou Torrential, be real, Doug. Against anything but wind and water is really good.
Yeah, no, it's great. Oh, this hand, dude, this deck. I think I loaded him in the wrong.
Did you actually, or are you just saying?
No, he's
No, I'm just
he's
saying.
trying
I'm
to
just saying.
dangle
All right,
to a
all right.
mulligan.
Okay,
Unless
cool.
you
Let's
summon
go.
Gearsu, in which case, yeah, I loaded
Activate-
him in the wrong deck.
Here's a card that I never realized nobody ever played ever, but it's gonna actually come up super clutch right now. I'm gonna activate Orchestrated Einsatz.
Oh,
What's
I
up?
love
Oh,
this
it's like
card.
the milling, right?
I think
Yeah,
I
if
say
you
this every
normal or
time someone
special-
plays it, but first wave of Orchest was a top deck in Trinity format almost exclusively because this card is fucking
Trinity
busted.
Trinity, bro.
Classic, man. This real 2017 shit.
All right, now we got the babble to pair with it too. So now they're quick
that's kind of clever.
All right, go ahead, your turn.
Yeah, it's like tier element, whatever.
Scream.
Well,
Oh, it
Gage.
is. Oh, tier limit scream. Holy crap.
You think that you've, set up a good board here, but my deck is so bad that it doesn't have cards to
No,
summon,
you're just
so
not
go
even
ahead.
summoning. No.
He's playing Altergeist again.
Okay. Well, nice columns. Thank you. You activated my Mech Knight Blue
I couldn't
Sky.
play around all of them.
I can't
you could've
believe I
just
got
set
away with
three
the stuff
instead
I
of
got
four.
away with. Fucking hell.
Oh yeah, I guess that. No, okay, we will do the memory loss.
Memory loss.
Memory loss.
Did you guys ever have a concussion? You guys ever get one of those?
No.
No, I have.
I've never gotten a concussion either. I imagine it'd be terrifying to like experience that. Just like forget the last day of your life or something
It's
like that.
I don't think you realize it in the moment. I think that's why they're so problematic.
Oh, it does not kill the card, so I'm okay with this.
I know it doesn't, Gage. It fucking sucks. What do you want me to say? It was a common printed in 2012. How much could it do?
I do
I'm
love
pretty sure this
that
card was in,
Gage
Lord of
like
the
trash
Tachyon
talks
Ballads.
your deck construction in sealed series. Like he'll be
Well,
like, I can't
I
believe you're
wasn't-
playing that poopy ass shit. It's like, yeah, me neither, dog. I'd prefer not
Yeah,
to.
I
be.
wasn't trashing his Altergeist deck last arc there. It was that was pretty well built. Oh hell yeah, let's go. Let's go.
See, this is why when I was living the life of an Altergeist player, I was like, I know I'm not going to be here forever.
All right. Giving me another zone. Thank you
Yeah,
very
that's pretty
much.
good.
Awesome,
The
yeah.
move,
I
man.
thought about not, but like, what am I going to do?
All right, we're in action. Let's go.
I mean, none of this really. I guess this is better than just taking it by myself.
Okay, I mean that's
You can't move out of the way of this one, Gage.
I
Don't try.
can't get out of the way of this one. All right.
I mean that's great, right?
That's not the worst
Great.
thing.
Yeah, you
I don't know if I'd say
you dealt
great.
with it. Unless he has a secret set, in which case it fucking sucks and you're bad. Okay, well, that was fun.
Yeah. It's better to reborn the blue sky, but I don't think he has anything else. I think we're chilling.
Uh-huh.
It's not better to
Bam,
reborn the
point
blue
blank.
sky. What? Why would it be?
Blue sky triggers.
No, he
No,
doesn't.
it doesn't.
Oh, it's only from hand. Okay, well, no, you're right. All right, I caught.
Stumbled
Caught.
into the correct
So now
play.
I just get to take 24 twice. That's great. Stand by. These are all terrible. Okay.
Just memory lost me again, Doug. It'll be fine.
This is like physically painful, but I think I have to let that go through, unfortunately.
All right,
Alright, you
Doug,
moved
time to
yours.
turn the corner. This is a
Yeah,
step
time
up
to
from
throw the-
Ryko Pass, I
like,
gotta
not
tell
only
you.
am I so far behind on the board, dude, this. Did I really load up with the wrong deck? Or no?
I need him to
That
draw
better
like
be-
that one more
Better be
time.
Mirror Force. That better be like
Well,
Mirror
it's like
Force.
if I ever summon anything, then suddenly you actually have your like main engine online too. Like
This is going to be the first episode of Saga to get negative views. YouTube is going to ask
No,
you
no,
to
no,
pay
no.
them to remain in
because
the part of the
I
program.
have a way to stay alive and definitely not let you set up all of your cards the way
Dog,
you
there
want
is just
to.
no fucking way that you are playing this card.
It's the
Wait,
first
are
playable
you- I
card
think
I've
you're still-
activated.
I think you're still dead. Wait.
Because we could just
Can I have
babble
babble?
for...
I'm just
yeah.
gonna get Harp Horror and then what does it say? Banish a card? Oh, banish it. Oh, okay, no, just definitely send it to graveyard. What's the purpose of banishing it?
What?
Yeah,
Banishing
that's a
what?
great
What are you
question,
talking-
actually. I guess it turns on your Galatea or something.
Yeah, that's probably it. Prints on Galatea, sets up Wonder World One.
We just summon what? Gearsu here and win?
I mean, that's the idea. This blue sky is still itching to get in there. I don't know.
Okay, let's
No,
That
that doesn't
also
matter,
doesn't-
actually.
I know it doesn't. Well, it could matter, Gage. It could matter.
That's true. What if he's got Sakuretsu armor?
Oh yeah, look out!
I do appreciate
Alright,
Chad is going,
now-
okay, Doug is definitely not the imposter.
Okay, now that I've wasted 3.
Okay, but you lived, but you're alive.
Oh no. I'm just thinking about like no, it's just we've gotten out of control here.
Okay. Well, you got a
I
Menko
don't
and a
have
Dream.
Typhon. Not that that would even help right here, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm the one with Typhon.
Oh no, not the Raikou too.
Oh, Jesus. It is funny to be like, Raikou is so fucking bad, but also really irritating. Now, is this the post-errata Raikou?
Yes, it's the post errata. Simultaneous. Don't make Stardust Dragon.
Doug, what's your
Like-
deck? Can you please just tell me what your deck is?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, fine.
Okay, we're good. We're chilling.
Oh no, I'm losing my Mech Knights.
This will
Okay,
blow up
okay,
all the
okay.
Mech Knights, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Draw phase.
Ooh.
This is only face whatever, dude. You got it. Yeah.
It's only face up. Yeah, yeah.
I was gonna
Good game,
banish the
I
Gear
guess.
Suits. You could...
Doug, what is your fucking deck?
I don't know. Let's get in a duel and you can find out, okay?
It's this episode of Saga, we're just gonna call the title is gonna be High Roll, because it's gonna be I draw crazy versus Gage draws crazy versus you draw crazy versus me. That's gonna be the whole episode.
Or I can lose the coin toss. Or I can...
I maybe should have gone second because I want
I
to
don't
play
know if
like
losing the
Pearly.
coin toss is the deal breaker here, Doug.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the.
Was anything gonna? Okay, I mean this.
Come
is
on,
not
this
bad.
was a real hand. That's unfair.
Okay, so I am going to begin with Labyrinth Heavy Tank.
Yep.
We'll go Heavy Tank. We are going to set a Kazajin. Activate Labyrinth Wall Shadow.
I mean, naturally.
Wall
yeah.
Shadow for Suijin. And then we'll go Wind and Water. I don't even know if I commit to this, chat, to be honest. Yeah, also I can't. Whoops. Okay, go ahead.
Gage, if you couldn't deal with this card, how do you think my odds are?
I don't think you have a chance there, buddy. I don't know.
You'll
if,
be fine. Calm
memory
down.
loss is gonna clear this time.
Okay, because I control no monsters. I
Okay,
will
see?
deal
See?
Natata.
Look at you. Look at you.
Stop
and
patronizing him.
No, he's fine.
Okay, and then I'll summon Altergeist Marionetter.
Oh, Doug. Come on.
I'll set Emoltelf.
Doug.
What even is this?
Wait, and now we activate Emoltelf on the first turn by banishing an Altergeist card, and we overlay for Wonky Quartet. Oh, no. Come on.
Baguska. Okay.
Douglas.
That shows you, huh? What are
Don't
you gonna do now?
don't fucking patronize me, Douglas. Oh my god, that is not your deck. Please, that's not your deck.
What? Baguskas at 4 goes crazy. This is one YCS's.
Yep, sure has. You know what else is one YCS's?
What? Yeah, okay, so my deck name is MBT will simply not draw a kaiju monster.
Look at this.
I don't know what you want me to say,
No.
baby.
That is pretty good. That is pretty good. But I have Xyz Reborn.
Oh my god. I guess I
No
try Wind and
shot.
Water here.
No shot. I see reborn.
And then yeah. that's-
Bro, this
that's
used
not
to be
bad.
this used to be a secret rare back in the day, and nobody
I know,
played
man,
it.
I know. Okay.
Face up, Doug. Face up.
Oh, okay.
That'll show you. Now you don't have that guy.
You know what's like really funny here?
You still get the sub. What? Oh
I
my
trigger
God.
it.
No. Why?
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
It's just not
I'll
Doug's day.
take Kazajin, I guess. Why not? This is rough.
Yeah, plain bad on top of bad deck versus. Oh, this is just. Yeah, this is.
Let's go heavy tank.
Yeah, I guess I should have.
We'll set the Suijin from hand, and then we'll go.
Oh, I forgot this was once per
pop
turn, and it pops
pop the
non-targeting.
Doggeran.
What is? This is disgusting, dude.
Yeah, I didn't realize that it popped non-targeting. I did forget about that.
Oh,
but,
we can do this too if we want. Wow, that can't be
Shut
right,
up.
right? This wow, this definitely is not correct, right? We could do any of these really. Wow.
Are you guys excited for that Labyrinth wall reprint coming up?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Big
excited.
Labyrinth wall reprint.
Let's
Big
go Pearly.
Dude,
I could whiff.
next episode's banlist, right?
I didn't whiff.
We're filming that?
Yeah,
Why
okay.
is Statue of Anguish pattern?
You're
in
gonna
your deck?
come when you see my deck. You're gonna go, Joseph. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, because the dry Gumo. Okay. yeah.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. See, you know what you're doing.
Nah, this. I don't want to show my deck this week.
He's so embarrassed, right?
Okay. I do remember that we banned the Opabinia, so I'm a little confused.
What,
That
you wouldn't
sounds
play
so sad.
Canadia in a deck? Canadia is a good card.
Wow, we can do this. That's really funny. It's not good, so we won't. We can also do this. I don't think there's a reason to, because we want that. Yeah, this is the Kazajan, and we want the Suijin and banish for wind and water. Okay, yeah, let's just go combat. We know this set card is Ameltelf. Okay.
Ameltelf for 4? I'm trying to think. What is it?
It
Just
is,
a
it's a
monster,
4.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's a 4. That works with my Baguska strategy.
Oh,
Okay, so
yeah.
draw
The unstoppable
phase,
Baguska.
I'll Amatelf before the guy comes back.
Oh, you know what's crazy? I actually think the guy is not coming back.
What's up? Oh, must be because
Yeah,
this
'cause
actually
it's
does
not a
special.
return, it's
Oh,
specials,
It's not
yeah.
on
Oh,
deck. Okay,
well,
okay.
never mind.
Okay,
Okay, Doug
okay,
was-
hold up. Wait, we're in this game.
Hold up,
Okay.
I knew what I was doing.
Talk to him.
Okay. What is the? Okay, once per turn. Yeah. Okay, so we will chain the Canadia. Okay.
Irritating.
Now I need you guys. I know we've been laughing about a lot of my plays so far. I need you guys to not laugh about the next card that's summoned. Okay, let's be cool about it. Let's
All right.
remember to respect our fellow duelist.
Okay.
It does not come back. Okay, I
Wow.
knew that. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna normal summon this guy and then.
Ida the Sun Magician. Green Okay, this deck is.
Doug,
this is
what?
insane
really good,
amount
huh?
of
What do you?
You just said a
what are you
man-eater
doing?
bug.
What are?
Well,
What's going on
it's
here?
a quick effect with the.
True. That is true.
Okay. No, man. I can do this. Yeah.
Doug is in prison.
Oh
He's trying
God,
his
dude!
best.
Don't make me
He's-
do this, man.
I think you're in this
okay.
game. I don't know why you think you're out of this
Shut the-
game.
Just shut up. Just shut up. Why can I even make this? Oh, okay. I see. It doesn't actually work because I can't actually do that. Oh man, that sucks.
You can at least get the beauty.
Shut up. You're trying to bait me. Because that wouldn't even have worked. Oh God, dude.
And he is moaning over
Maybe
there. Huh?
you're okay. Now I'm kind of looking at your board and I'm thinking, what if the wind and water is your only fusion?
It is
Because I
possible.
feel like maybe you would have done something a little different, possibly. So I think what I'm gonna do here is the only thing I know what to do in this situation. Okay, so let's just go. this, or Masquerena.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yep.
At least you didn't go to the battle phase, you know?
I didn't go to the battle phase. I
I
remembered both effects of Labyrinth Wall Shadow. Let the record show. Yeah, I kind of figured you might do that. That is fair. Okay, so on summon, maybe you just don't have a Pearly card in hand.
I do not.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I need to go this chain link to this chain link 3. This is like the worst trade in the history of trades. Okay, flip this. IP resolves. We'll make this using this and this guy.
Okay.
Summon Berserker.
Yeah.
Oh, classic 3000.
This
He
is
gets
good.
Nadia books it. New chain. I was about to learn that Green Turtle Summoner misses timing or something, And then I don't know. I think this is gonna sound crazy. I'm pretty sure I have to hit the Kazagen here.
What? Not the
he
tank?
doesn't really know how to out the Kazagen, right?
The Kazagen can attack over the Berserker. The tank can't pop the Berserker. Yeah, I have
No.
to
That's
That's not how it works.
That's not how Kazagen works.
What? If this card is being attacked? Well, no, that's fine. That's fine because I still can never out it. No, this is fine. I simply think you do not have another fusion monster.
What do you mean? What do? You just place the card again, and then you go heavy tank, boom boom. Oh, he's gonna go Berserker over it. Oh wait, actually,
Yeah, tell me about
What
it.
do you do?
See?
what
See?
do you do? Hold on.
So it can't be destroyed
kinda
at all, right?
Berserker?
What's
Not
up?
because IP'd. It can't be destroyed by card effect.
Uh-oh.
Hold.
Hmm.
Wait, what? Oh, it's your turn.
Yeah, because the
Oh,
other
you're
thing is
fine.
you're not. It seems like you don't play the Thunder guy, which would tell me you don't have the big guy or either of the Thunder fusions.
Okay. Yeah, and that's the one. Sanga has the ability. At least the Thunder fusions can sync stuff and change the
Right.
attack stats. Yeah.
And
I
it
do like
searches,
Chad being
this
very stupid here, by the way. You guys, you don't know what you're talking about.
spell. Okay. Go
Uh-oh.
ahead. Hold. Everybody chill.
That is a very interesting draw.
It's not over until it's over.
That's a very interesting draw, actually.
Yeah, I guess the one issue here is that every card in your deck is, we'll just say, probably better than the cards in my deck. So each draw we get deeper into here, it gets a little dicier, but okay, so I've lost. Well, not necessarily. You only have one beauty.
Okay.
Oh, fuck. Okay, well. Yeah. Well, at least there was a glimmer of hope today.
I
and
can't do that
I'm
this turn.
happy without that. Yeah, I know, but I think I can see, like I said, what am I going to draw
It's a 33 here for you to not lose. Okay.
Oh, okay. I see what he's going for. Is it happiness OTK?
I
Or
don't
is,
even
like,
think I
don't-
have to. I can just go beauty, send the Suijin, grab the berserker.
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
crazy.
I was supposed to send the wall shadow. Fuck! He gets another turn.
Well, no, wait.
Okay.
Oh, I see the wall shadow. Yep. Okay. Man, I played with this card. How do I not remember all the effects of it? Every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, it does do
That's
that,
how
so-
we felt playing against it. Okay, let's see what I can draw. That's perfect.
Gigabyte.
Get me out of here, man.
That was
Get
the
me outta
worst
here.
deck and the worst play that's ever gone 2-0. That's crazy, dog.
Oh my
Wow.
You can't keep saying that. You can't keep saying your
Unironically-
decks are bad.
Unironically, Doug almost like I thought Doug was gonna bring that back. for
Yeah,
a
me
moment.
too.
With
You
like
know-
the berserker, I thought he was kind of gonna do it.
Kind of did, but then like once I started thinking about that every card in his deck was good. We don't have to talk about my deck too much. Let's
Okay,
look
so
at
Doug, this is the worst deck I've ever seen you bring to anything we've ever done together.
Isn't it crazy that that is true and also it was my best option? Isn't that
Wow.
wild?
I just don't
Like-
believe that that's the case. Did we ban Haunted Rock? Surely there's a better card for fucking or Melusi.
What is
Bro, you got
Haunted Rock gonna do?
Chorizo in your
I
extra.
do
deck.
have Chorizo. You can technically
kinda
make it,
tough.
but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, with the
Yeah, no, I
Uh,
just have the one fusion. It was the craft. It's the only thing I got. The deck is kind of mid. The thing about my deck is
Shut. Like I know. Okay, here's the thing. Your deck is very cool. It's exactly what I want out of this show. It's also good as fuck.
No, it
Stop
is not,
pretending
dog.
it's not.
All
You
right,
have tons of great
you're looking at
individual
triple
starters.
Jirai Gumo, and you're like, oh my god, how do we beat that?
You have double engage in here.
Okay, I do have
You
double.
got,
Did
know,
you see engage?
You got a
What
ton
is-
of
what is engage
standalone
search,
strong
Doug?
cards.
Okay, so here's what we did. We did 10 into the lab or the Kashtira pack and got the lab stuff. We actually had wall shadows from outside, and then 5 into striker because we've pulled 2 engage just randomly. We just don't have any spells for it. So we pulled a Shizuku, which was like it's good, but we only still have the afterburner as like our striker spell.
you have Hornet Drone too.
Yeah, but Hornet
engaging the
drones-
Hornet into Lizard Doze is like pretty
That's
good.
the goal, yeah.
Oh wait, you can't. I see. You don't have Kagari. I see. You don't.
Yeah,
have
we no
Okay.
Kagari period. So it's like I
Okay.
think the good part of the deck is the pearly stuff that makes beauty is still really good, but that's like 10 cards. So I'm still hunting for the other 30 cards in this deck.
But the labyrinth card, I guess they're also like those cards are good too.
The Labyrinth Wall Shadow, they're okay, yeah. I mean, Wind and Water's a good card for
Yeah,
sure.
I mean they soloed Gage and almost soloed me. Like, yeah, it
okay,
seems
let's be
okay.
honest. Anything that can beat Set Raikou twice soloed Gage that time.
Yeah, maybe Gage and I should have brought decks that don't just set Maneater Bug.
So Gage, your deck is good. I'm shocked that
Yeah.
you drew a hand that lost. I'm gonna be real with you.
I mean, nothing changed from last week. Besides, I got Dynamishkis. That's a pretty cool card. And then
damn,
if
that's
you look
good.
at the extra deck, I got Exciton Knight. I was able to
That's
go in
pretty
the
Oh
fucking
my
good.
Evil Storm pack.
god.
Yeah, so I pulled that. That was pretty sick.
Oh, and
so-
you have Ouroboros in there for good measure.
Oh, that's
just
funny.
to have him there.
You're doing the Ryziel combos. Okay,
Oh,
let's,
for sure.
let's interrogate Doug's deck a little more. So you went into the Charmer pack?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't like hate this guy who sets a Maneater Bug, but obviously it's not good. Is your goal just to make Baguska?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's good enough. I don't know if that clears.
Well, it's not
Well,
like he has a
clearly it
choice.
wasn't, Gage. Clearly it wasn't. All right, catch you guys next week for more Saga Roulette action. Surely I'll bring a different deck.
Bum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-da ba-da bum ba-da. I do like people saying Doug gets tricked by the Charmer pack once again. Have you been watching Saga Roulette?
Tricked! I didn't choose it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and like even in the Charmer pack, I think my pulls were like worse than average because I already had like a gigabyte, so I only pulled like one each of Inari Fire and the Nefarious Arch.
Dude,
Because like a
that
deck full of
sucks.
those extenders
Yeah.
maybe could have been something, but
Yeah.
I only pulled the level 5 Earth guy. I didn't pull like any of the good ones because like the wind or the water would have been pretty good.
Wind
like,
and
the water
water?
especially. Like it's fucked up, man. I don't know.
I
Anyway,
actually okay. So
I'm gonna open
Gage,
some
I did
crazy
get
shit.
another Gate Guardian fusion. It's the worst one. It's like thunder and water or something. What's the one? Yeah, water and
Oh,
thunder.
but yeah, that one searches like Riroku and stuff like that.
No.
Do you
You're
not have
thinking
those
of
cards?
thunder and wind. This is
It's
thunder
the
and water.
double attacking one, right,
Oh.
or something.
It changes an opponent's attack of a monster to 0 in the deck that already has battle protection and wall. So
yeah.
so
I
I was still gonna play it, right? Because it's like, well, you want follow up because I don't have it otherwise. I have not pulled a Sangha of the Thunder.
No way.
Like, I
that's
just don't
unlucky.
have a Sangha.
Ah, man. Okay. Well, I'm hoping I can show up next week with a better deck.
This
but
would've
I
beat
will
Berserker,
say
yeah.
that like your guys' decks are, I've said it before, but they really are exactly what I would have hoped out of this show, and that's that it
You're a
forces
genius.
us to
What do you want
play
me to say?
slop decks.
You're a genius.
But you finally showed up without rituals, so I'm really proud of you.
I showed up without rituals last week too. Wait, is that true? Yeah.
That's not true.
No, it is. Last week I played Pearly.
Scroll up in the chat. You'll see your deck last week.
Yeah, I'm scrolling up right now. So we played. Catch you next time on Saga Roulette.
See you guys.
What a nice young man. All right, pulls. I can't believe we went 2-0. That's the worst deck we've ever 2-0'd with. That is the worst deck we've ever 2-0'd with in my entire life. Okay, here we go. All right. Definitely wasn't supposed to 2-0 this week. That's the worst deck I've ever 2-0'd with, and I think it's important to recognize. I appreciate that a lot of you are going to bat for me in the comments, saying that what's propelling me over Gage and Doug is my consistent play. I'm not really making any mistakes. The astute among you will realize that's a fucking lie, and I made 1,000 mistakes in those duels, so I played bad, played a bad deck, and won the episode anyway. Let's keep them coming. I will say, not to be a dick, but I think I opened like the best possible 2 hands I could have. All right. Oh Jesus. I mean, it doesn't matter for the first ones. It's okay. You want as few hollows as possible, so you have a good suite of cards. Oh, Heartland Draco, that might come up. We are also on the lookout for Sangha of the Thunder, so we can make Thunder and Wind or Thunder and Water, I guess. But we'll see. Salamander with Chain is a really good card. I will say the thing I'm really concerned about is Gage's deck does seem... Oh, and it does open the set. Does seem completely unbeatable under the right circumstances. Like, the only scenario in which we possibly win is he draws a bunch of cards that need to be sent from the hand to the graveyard, and then, like, draws Rykos. Oh, man. I wish I could just stop now. Ah, damn it. For every Centurion pack, there's a Megaroid one. Parasomnia Pillow's a good card, too. So my understanding is that I already used my Respinny, right? Didn't we use it last week? Oh my god. That's just a good card to have. That's an interesting pack as well. Didn't we Respinny last week? I think we did. White Mirror. That rank 7's good. We actually already have a Harmonizer Gradiel. What the fuck? What are the chances of that happening? Are you kidding me? I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Holy shit. Oh, I was ready for that royal. Wow. That's not in a pack. Okay, cool. Oh my god, Hayate. Huge pickup in Hayate. Wow. Wagon. Okay, let's see what we got. Double Evo Pill and Odd Eyes Phantom Dragon. You know I got a weakness for those pen sets. Some really good ones. Some really good ones in here. Some really bad ones. Roid Nexus. Some really bad, some fucking dog shit ones. Alright, let me throw my, my wheels in here. Primordial Rising. True Awakening of the Oathbound Knights. Dragonic Resplendence. I don't think that's a word. Prehistoric Beast Advance. Pearlescent. Cyber. Dragons. Warp. Speed. Toys. And Roid Nexus. Okay. Here we go. All right, let's get this rolling. We really want the Centurion pack, and we really don't want Roid Nexus. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty middle of the road. The dinosaur pack is not bad. What got us into that fucking pack? I don't even... Pill, right? Okay, so we have Pill. Animadorn to Archosaur, UCT. Okay. So this is a good pack to get during the week that we're 2-0. We can craft Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, and we already have the Pill, so we just need to pull the super rare Animadorn to Archosaur, or like enough dinosaurs to justify playing the Pill. Unfortunately, the low rarity stuff is Cheeks. It's Giga Cheeks. It's Giga Gogaga Giga Cheeks. But it is also just one archetype. So it's a small set, works together well. It's just a little high rarity. And see, that's exactly what we're looking for. That's that is ideal. That's what we want to fucking see, baby. That is, you know what? We do a little high rolling. Give me a UCT. Now this could still go bad. There's some bad cards in here. Hallucigenia. Every paleo is now suspect for immediate play. Baby Ceresaurus, not hollowed, by the way, because of our Anomaly Karis. So that's Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. That is Ultimate Conductor Tyranno in the pack, in our very first pack. Okay, so, wow, how interesting. Okay, this one's in the wrong half of the pack. That's upsetting. Smasher X and Survival's End is interesting. Oh my god. This is a really good card. Wow. That's like an incredibly good generic 8. Is that a fucking joke? Are you kidding me? Out of the pack, they said, you know what? Have a misc. Have 2 miscs. Dude, what is going on? Are you kidding me? Chat, did he go 02? Rebecca, you will not believe what happened in that episode. Okay, I don't need Dark World punishment. Fabled Lurie, by the way, second survival's end. Now we have both babies. I mean, it seems like a pretty obvious craft of the Animadorned Archosaur here, and then we fucking win. There's our Survival's End playset. Oh, and Carnot the Eternal Machine. Okay, so the back half of the packs have not been as good as the front half of the packs, obviously. And a lot of the holos have been from outside the pack, which is kind of ridiculous. Like, I really wanted that to be from in the pack, because instead we drew Jurak Prolapse. Still, you know, we're pretty good. Oh, hello. A UR? I mean, Jesus Christ, right? What else can I say? All right, can we close on Animadorned Archosaur so we can craft Oviraptor? I forgot Lost World is in this set. Holy shit, we might just do that. Holy shit, dude. We have to hide this deck. We have to hide this deck. We don't have an option. We have to hide this deck. There's nothing, like, there's, oh my fucking god, dude. 5 more, right? We want to pull the other copies of Lost World. Let me make sure that that is correct. Because if we opened the Striker pack, it might actually be good to go in there. Okay, I'm not seeing a reason not to do 5 more. You have Ovi? No, but we have a craft. No. No! Do we go Paleo pack just to try and get some fucking Dynamiciuses or something? Like, I literally, what do we do? Can we look at Dino pack again? Yeah. So the only card we don't have is Oviraptor. We have 1 Petite. We have 1 Baby. We have UCT, Fossil Dig, Triple Misk, Archosaur, Pill. We are missing Lost Worlds, I think. We could take the other 2 Lost World. All right, I'll do more. I'll trust you all. We're going in for more Lost Worlds. Fuck a Paleo. We have our Survival's End playset already, don't worry. Speaking of. What the fuck? Ah, wrong world. Okay. I do want to point out that Sky Striker spell is a big deal too. One time for the one time Lost World. What the fuck? Oh, Akashic's big. Oh, Carbonetin is interesting too. Double Giant Rex, that's big. All right, last one. Ah, we should have gone Paleos. That's fine. Oh. All right, fuck me, I guess. Oh my god. All right, this was correct. Yeah, this was correct. Wow, do we craft Lost World? Fuck it. We could craft 2 Lost Worlds over the Overraptor. Wow. Yeah, it can't not be Ovi. Ovi's like the craziest card in the history of time. The Dino Kaiju is insane. We have Doggeran. Fuck. We gotta hide this. This is we're gonna have to hide it. We're gonna play another poopy deck next week, and we're gonna hide it. Peep says Lost World. That's how I know it isn't Lost World. How many weeks till the ban list? Next week is the last week with this ban list. So we have the ban list after next week. So we will hide it until then. Check collection to see if we have Lost Worlds. I don't think we do. Don't craft yet. Yeah, we'll think on it. We'll think it. Don't worry. All right, new cards. Let me do a sub thanks, and then we'll do new cards. How's that sound? Finally, new cards, by the way. Huge thanks to Arctic Suplex. Thank you for the 56. Slifer, thank you for the hundo. I mean, this morning has just been crazy. Diwadi, thank you for the Prime. Space Ninja Pudim, thank you for the 34. King Clang Music, thank you for the 38. Bring Me the Verizon, thank you for the 14. Unevener GGC2, thank you for the 13. Key the Iron Idol, thank you for the sub. Fill in holes for free, thank you for the 4. Raddest Mage, thank you for the 35. Bow and Arrow, thank you for the Prime. Remus DM, thank you for the 16. Sleuth of Bears, thank you for the 29. Dyson Nines here, thank you for the year. All right, what do we got? We have new prize card, Goki rematch, new Mikanko, new DM card. All right, here we go. Ready? New cards, PogChamp. New cards, PogChamp. It's been a while. It's been a while since we got to do one of these. They stopped printing new cards. Our Pogs were too champed. So first and foremost, let's talk about Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. If you're unfamiliar, they totally fucked up the secret rare or the quarter century rare distribution in the European print of this pack. So pretty much everywhere except for North America, this set is delayed kind of indefinitely. I don't know how long they intend to keep this set illegal. But as a result, it is not going to be legal for the Nationals season for Europe, Africa, the Middle East, or Oceania, which is kind of a big deal because this set includes a significant amount of cards that are meta relevant. Sucks. Starlight Rare. God, I can't remember what they keep calling these. Rough stuff all around. My heart goes out to my European brethren. It's really just Link Haribo Part 2. Are they going to burn the ones they already produced? No, they're going to give them to me. Next up, the new YCS prize card is another Stratios. This war god from the otherworld has trod countless battlefields beneath his armored feet. If you want his glory, come and get it. So this does nothing for the power scaling of the Anotherverse cards. Anotherverse Dragon and Glatonia, I think, are like multi-universal level guys, and this is just a guy. He's just a guy with a suit of armor. Ridiculous. Still doing this, huh? Apparently. All right. Let's talk about the actual cards. First and foremost, new DM support. Let me get some in short. Dark Magic Amulet is the new V-Jump promo. We saw the image a couple of weeks ago. We now have the actual text of the thing. It's a normal trap card. You can activate this card the turn it was set by revealing a spellcaster monster in your hand. Boy, they sure love printing this on trap cards these days. When a monster effect is activated in response to the activation of a card that mentions Dark Magician or its effect, you can negate that effect, and if you do for the rest of the turn, the activated effects of monsters with the same original name are negated. And if you special Dark Magician while this card is in your graveyard, you can Dragon's Roar style pay 2,500 life points to set it. This card's cool. I think that people are correctly understanding that this is quite strong. It's called By the Grave. You know, there is an impulse, I think, to be like the thing that's preventing Dark Magician from being played isn't the fact that it doesn't get to play 3 Called by the Grave, right? It's a significant amount of other stuff. But, you know, I think with the new support Dark Magician's getting, the ease of access of a bunch of its 1-card Dragoon lines, an effect like this is going to be pretty welcome. And I think there's a lot of scenarios where, like, a card that can guarantee, even on turns 2 and 3, that one of your powerful negation effects isn't going to be contested is a big deal. There is some stuff it fails to box out, just like Called by the Grave. It is not particularly good against Imperm, against Impulse, against Purge. And it does require you to play in a very specific way to beat a lot of Dark Magician's classic counters. Some people have talked about it already, but like it doesn't beat Droll and Lockbird unless you retain Quick Effect Priority, a thing that does still exist, and activate like Successor Soul after adding to your hand so that your opponent goes CL2 Droll and you go CL3 Dark Magic Amulet. It's just is constraining your play in that way a good enough reason to be maxing out on this card and trying to find it all the time? Who knows? It's in that way, it's a very cool design for a card. This is a very neat mechanism by which Dark Magician can now do its best to play around as much as possible and hopefully make a splash in the metagame in the first real way ever. That said, it's still a tall order for people to play a Dark Magician deck rather than 3 Dark Magician cards in a better strategy for the purpose of getting to an end board piece. It's good, but no Drill Beam. That's a great way of putting it. But Drill Beam is one of the most pushed cards ever, so that's fine. Next up. Mikanko! New Mikanko. This card's really funny. Do you remember how the Mikankos didn't have locks and did very specific things? Well, all right, so we have Sanaki the Mikanko Devotee. You can only use the first, second, and third effect of this card's name once per turn. You can target a Mikanko card you control, return it to the hand. If either player equips an equip card to this card, you can special summon a non-illusion Mikanko monster from your deck. It's not her. Also, you can't special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn, except for Mikankos. They said stop doing that fucking Acid Golem thing. And if this card is sent to the graveyard, target a face-up monster on the field, equip this card to it. We also have the Uzuhime, the manifested Makanko. This is 2 level 3 Makankos. If special summoned, you can add an equip spell from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Can't be destroyed by battle. Your opponent takes any battle damage you would have taken from battles involving this card. If this card attacks at the end of the damage step, you can detach a material. It can make another attack in a row. Futahashira, no Uzo no Mikanko. Oh, thank God. Mikanko Divine Dance. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn, and only once that turn. Tread lightly here, chat. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn after this card resolves, except Mikanko monsters. Also send a Mikanko from your deck to the graveyard, except Mikanko Divine Dance. Then you can set a Mikanko spell trap from your deck, except the Divine Dance. Banish this card from your graveyard, detach an Xyz from one of your monsters, special summon a Mikanko Ritual from your hand or deck, and then Huli Altart. So, what is going on here? I think basically what is happening is that Konami is kind of frustrated with what the Mikanko monsters enable. They're just kind of frustrated that a series of monsters specifically designed to reverse OTK's freeze style have largely seen competitive success as a link spam deck that makes the rank 3 that prevents you from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! So they printed a spell card that does everything for the archetype, but locks you. And then a payoff for doing the lock. You can now do the intended Mikanko thing with incredible consistency. Really easy to OTK, really easy to set up their like stupid Snatch Steal trap on turn 1. Great. I might be in the minority here. I don't like that style of gameplay. Even if it is not being used for the heinous lockout thing that Mikanko has kind of historically been used for, this is an archetype that just irritates me in general. And I don't like seeing them get more Tenpai pieces. I will say, for what it's worth, I also don't think these fix all the problems in Mikanko. If you've ever played Mikanko, you know, like, some hands play through absolutely everything, and there's not a lot your opponent can do about it, but a significant amount of them just don't. Have telegraphed obvious choke points. The sequence has to resolve in a very specific way that's easily interruptible, or their end board just sucks relative to what other people are able to accomplish. These cards improve its ability to kind of fill those holes, but they don't make the deck meta, or I would say even good. The best thing they do, I think, post-support is be a frustration that, in a best-case scenario, will warp the construction of the side deck for better decks. All right. We're doing this again. Let me see. Did they mention it? Okay. So I don't know how they got away with this, but the new Goki stuff is just references to very specific actual real-life wrestlers. Like, this is the Sheik. What do you do about this? Does someone from his estate have to sue Konami? What's going on? It's so funny to be like, yeah, Ravadactyl resulted in, decades of this card not getting reprinted and a long-ass problem in terms of copyright with Konami and Beyond Comics. Anyway, we're just stealing someone's likeness for the new Goki card. All right, here we go. Goki Machine Suplex. Level 4 Earth Warrior Tuner monster. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. Reveal this card in one other Goki in your hand. Special summon both, but you can't special summon while you control either of these monsters except Gokis. That's a cool thing that they're putting on Goki cards. If sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add a Goki from your deck to your hand. This is cool. This card's really good for the existing Goki strategy. You get 2 searches off of your Goki activations. Previously, that was used for like a headbat and an additional Goki, so you can special out the headbat, but now you can just get whatever and special summon this guy and the other guy you add as well. Huge seat filler. Goki the Tyrant Ogre. This is a fusion. What the fuck? If this card is fusion summoned, you can target cards on the field up to the total link ratings of Goki link monsters used as material. Destroy them. Used a link 3 or higher monster, not difficult. Those cards cannot be activated in response to this effect's activation, and he's also Armades. Goki Dragon Ogre. How do they make a synchro? Well, they've got a tuner. If this card is synchro summoned, you can add a Goki spell from your deck to your hand. If sent to the graveyard, you can target an earth monster you control. Add a Goki with lower attack from your graveyard to your hand. Also, while the targeted monster is face up on your field, your opponent's monsters can only target it for attacks. And Sheik Ogre. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. If a Goki monster is added from your deck to your hand except by drawing it, special summon any number of Goki monsters from your hand with different levels, but you cannot special summon while you control any of these face-up monsters except Gokis. Then during your main phase, you can fusion a Goki using monsters from your hand or field as material. Finally, Goki Fighting Spirit. When this card resolves, you can special level 4 or lower Earth monster from your hand in defense position. And you can tribute a level 3 or higher Goki monster, especially a Dino Wrestler or G-Golem monster from your deck or extra deck. So first off, this is really funny. What is the art? The Gokis are like, I'm just going to fucking fight a dinosaur, you know? Let's see. There is a new tri-type in town. I don't think I agree with it. Warrior, Dinosaur, or Cyburst. This is the Go Onizuka tri-type. Not a fan. So what do these cards do? Well, Machine Suplex resolves one of the big issues with the strategy. You're now meant to go into Sheik Ogre with your first couple of guys, which enables you to fuse into Tyrant Ogre on your opponent's turn, or synchro into Dragon Ogre on your turn, and then add a rematch and reborn everybody. You can bridge via Tyrant Ogre into Dino Wrestler or G-Golems, which is cool. Kind of represents infinite link material, right? Because the G-Golems, can't you go get Hammer and then just, like, make 3 tokens? Oh, it's only your turn to fuse? I should have clarified. Fuse into this guy when you're going second. The only issue I'm having with the strategy is I don't really understand what the goal is. Like, this is a fun setup for a number of decks, but what are you ending on? The Power Load Ogre, like it's fucking NR format in 2021? Make 3 Power Load Ogres. That's bad, though. That's not good. Until we get a Goki end board boss that isn't just, I am Mr. Towers, I don't really see a reason to play these, which sucks because they're awesome. They're super cool. I like what they do. I like how flexible they are. I like that they give you options, but I'm not going to make, like, generic shit. Anyone can do that. You could special Pank from deck. Okay. Like, I'm not going to spend 5 material to end on Pank. This shit will show up a lot in Dual Taining. I'm sure it will show up a lot in Master Chef. That's just it. Thus concludes a new cards PogChamp. Why are they banned in Chef? Goki's banned? It was just for that one episode. He said it's banned forever? No! No, I did watch the ending. He really said that? Oh, man. Hank's Bois in Japanese dub? It's just not the same. Whoa! All right, I probably should not hang out on YouTube just because of how many random Deltarune spoilers are in my fucking recommendeds. For those of you that are still not spoiled on Deltarune, that thing that says, "We are the angel, Chris is Satan," is not a spoiler. It literally just is someone typing shit. What about comic dubs? Okay, we'll do one comic dub. What do you want to do for comic dubs? This one's called Sweet Celebration. Here we go. Sweet Celebration, or The Wild Trainer Lost and Became Sabrina. Okay, that is gonna be a bimbofication one, so let's watch this.
Hey, Pard. Remember today is my birthday, right?
Yeah. Well, I was wondering.
Want a piece of cake? Do you like cake? Dude, let me help you with that cake. Wow, such enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm.
Here, let me help you blow the candle. The icing on this cake is delicious. You enjoyed cake?
Yeah, I think I'm full.
I need therapy. I need therapy. All right, easy one here. Entire channel is cropped pornography with AI voices. I have to hope that this is helping. It's not. Well, some of them have gone down, but I don't know if that's a result of me. All right, I feel bad. I'm gonna hand this to Dyer or somebody. I gotta get them a couple more matches with Mimighoul, man. This is no, I can't do it. I can't do it. I literally can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's just frustrating. All right, okay. Sorry for the short stream today. I got other stuff to do. I apologize. I'm gonna throw you over to, is Gage legal? Gage live? He is. Ooh, and he's watching Saga. All right, everybody say hi to Gage. Let him know who sent you. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye.